Hey guys, welcome back to Prepare Yourself. I'm Tracker866 and today we're going to be talking about preparedness science. In this video I'm going to break down the science of preparedness and give you the basics you will need to survive any catastrophic event. First, what is the definition of preparedness? The definition of preparedness is the state of being prepared or readiness, possession of industrial resources stored to survive a catastrophic event. There are many things that people prepare for, and they range from nuclear explosions, polar shifts, economical meltdowns, zombie apocalypse, natural disasters, or even something as simple as getting lost in the woods. There are many different methods in which you can prepare for the worst situation. A bug-out bag, also known as BOB or 72-hour bag. This is a single bag that has all of the essential items for a grab-and-go situation. If you had to leave your house in a hurry for whatever reason and didn't have time to pack, you could grab this bag and have everything you could ever need for at least 72 hours. A blackout bag or kit. This would be a bag or box filled with essential items that could be kept aside and used if the power were to go out without warning. A get home bag. This would be a bag kept in your car that consisted of items that would aid you to return home should a disaster happen while you were at work or away and were not able to simply drive back. A simple survival kit. This would consist of very basic essential items that could be kept in a small Ziploc bag and stored in a bag or backpack, and only used if you were to get lost in the woods or wilderness. While it's always good to analyze the most possible situation that could happen and choose which method you should use to prepare yourself, you will still need the same basic necessities in order to survive regardless of what you prepare for. There are 6 categories to consider. They are water, food, shelter, fire, security, and survival knife. In the next few sessions, we will begin talking about each one of these and break down the importance of each category. First, we will begin with water. Water is very important in the fact that no one can last more than 3 to 4 days without water. The average person needs a minimum of 1 liter of water per day. You should always carry or store it and have a plan to replenish it should your situation last longer than expected. The easiest way to accomplish this is by having access to running streams, rivers, ponds, and lakes. Water obtained from outdoor sources should always be purified by either filtering, boiling, or by using water purification tablets. Buying a stainless steel canteen is highly recommended since it will not only allow you to carry water, but to also boil it as well. The next topic we will begin to talk about is food. Just like water, everyone needs food to survive. Although food is not nearly as critical as water since the average person can survive up to 2 to 3 weeks without it, it is still essential to allow you to be able to perform tasks that will inherently help you to survive longer. The average person needs anywhere between 1,000 and 2,000 calories a day to stay strong and healthy in a survival situation. Packing food should always be a priority. And just like water, there should always be a plan to replenish your food stocks should your situation last longer than expected. This may be accomplished by fishing and hunting for wild game as well as foraging for wild edibles. Having a simple slingshot may prove to be a useful tool and aid you in obtaining a variety of small game and even big game. Also, a simple fishing kit should never be overlooked since there are over 25,000 different types of edible fish in the world. Having some fishing line, sinkers, and hooks may be the difference between life and death in some situations. The next thing we will cover is shelter. Unless you absolutely need to, do not leave your home and attempt to survive in the woods. Your home is your best shelter and will protect you very well from the sun, wind, rain, bugs, and will even work much better as a fortress against hostile forces. But in the situation where your home is threatened, and evacuation is absolutely key for survival, there are some things you need to consider. A shelter can protect you from the sun, insects, wind, rain, snow, hot or cold temperatures, and enemy observation. It can give you the feeling of well-being, and it can help you maintain your will to survive. In some areas, your need for shelter may take precedence over your need for food and possibly even your need for water. For example, prolonged exposure to cold can cause excessive fatigue and weakness or exhaustion. An exhausted person may develop a passive outlook and thereby losing the will to survive. Size matters. The most common error in making a shelter is to make it too large. A shelter must be large enough to protect you, but also may be small enough to contain your body heat, especially in cold climates. Keeping a portable shelter in your bag or at your disposal is highly recommended. This may be accomplished by obtaining a lightweight camping tent, keeping tarps, or even using space blankets. This is going to cover us for part 1 of preparedness science. Please check out part 2 where we talk about fire, security, and survival knives. Thanks for watching, guys. Always stay prepping.